everybody, welcome back. This is Joe White from Get Life Coaching, and welcome to another edition, finally another edition of Live Free. And we're here in our Delaware City Training Center. This is where the magic happens. Coaches can't firewalk, breaking through the barrier, design your life right here. And how fitting as we begin this 4-week series. Because someone asked me once, said, Joe, of all the work that you do, what area of the work are you most proud of? And I love all the work that we do, whether it's individuals or helping people overcome addictions or businesses, turning them around. But the work that's most near and dear to my heart is when we get a chance to save and work with a couple. When a relationship is in crisis, when it's breaking down, when divorce papers are signed on the table, that's when people tend to come to me. They don't come to me when things are going bad. They come to me when things are bad and at their worst. And not every relationship is saveable. Not everybody's willing to do what it takes. But I can tell you more times than not, most of the time, it's not about just saving the relationship, but it's making it what it's meant to be. Because somewhere along the way, we've created this belief that love changes. You know, when you first meet someone, that infatuation, everybody thinks feels so good, then you eventually fall in love, you develop these great feelings. Then what happens? You get married, you have kids, you work, all these things, and love changes. And we are taught that we can't have that quality, that excitement, that passion of love what we had in the beginning, that we can't have it later on. That is garbage. Absolutely garbage. Is life difficult? Is life different? Absolutely. Life is always changing. Are there more parts to our lives as we get older? Absolutely. But that has nothing to do with the capability of the love, the potential, the quality of love that we can share with our partner. And in the next 4 weeks, I'm going to share with you ways to save, change, get it from where the relationship where it's at to the next level, to create the bond, the emotional intimacy that we all desire. Because no one wants a ship. No one wants the ship of the relationship. What we want is that relation, the ability to relate with each other on the physical level, emotional, spiritual, on deep levels of intimacy. So where do we begin? Well, we got to begin by seeing where are we at. Someone said to me once, if you have a map and you're lost in a desert, does the map do you any good? Absolutely not, unless you know where you are on this map. So there's 3 locations that we can be on this map of relationship. The first one, and if you're in a relationship, you got to start asking yourself these questions. Where am I? What am I willing to do to make it better? Okay, and why must I make it better now? Because too many times we put this stuff off. We say, hey, I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. It's too difficult. It's too hard. I'm too busy. The dogs, the kids, work, all these things. But if the relationship isn't healthy, if the way of the relationship is not the most important thing in the relationship, then the relationship is never going to achieve its ultimate potential. You're never going to have those deep feelings of connection and love and all those reasons that we go into a relationship. Because I'll say this, relationships magnify the human experience. Good and bad, right? Think about this. When you're in love, everything's great. And when you are out of love, or love is hurting you, or you're in pain, wow, the depth of that. But it's not because the high and the low, or put it this way, it's not because we don't want the low, but we need the potential of the low to raise us up to that level of height that we can achieve. Because it can take us to places, a relationship can take us to places that we've never been able to go before. So there's 3 areas of love, 3 levels of love. Number 1 is unconditional love. Scary, place we strive for, but truly the place that we must go to have that relationship that we truly desire. And level 1 is simple. Level 1 is I meet all my needs within you. I meet all my needs within, and I go to you to meet your needs. And of course that needs to be reciprocated. We call that unconditional love. No conditions, no transactions, no scorekeeping. It's not I do everything for you but what I need to or what you need me to do. It's not I'll do everything for you that I feel comfortable. Your needs are my needs. See, the we has to become most important in the relationship. when it's not the we, when it becomes work and kids and life and this and that, we erode the foundation in which a relationship is built on. So what we have to do is make sure that we keep strengthening the we. But level one is where we get all the bliss. But it's hard at times. And we're human and we get hurt and we feel exposed. And then we start shutting down. And as we shut down, we shift from level one, from unconditional love, to level two, conditional love. This is where we start keeping score. It becomes a transaction. I give you this if you give me this, that. I'll share this if you share that. Oh, you don't do this, this, and this for me. What do you mean I'll do this, this, and this for you? You don't do that, that, and that for me. See, in love, there's only two places we can be. We can be in providing love, provisional, giving, sharing, connecting, or we can be in protection. And if we are in protection, there's two places we go in protection. We're either going to punish, I'm hurting, I'm going to show you my level of pain. Right? We've all done that. Or we go in withdrawal, where we go in the hibernation. And level two is so painful. It's where the fights and the hurts. I've seen couples come in, and I see two people who love each other who treat each other worse than their worst enemy, inflicting this huge amount of pain on each other. Not because they want to, because they're feeling so hurt, they have no other option. And then they go to therapy and they talk about the stuff in the past and all that, and it doesn't resolve. It doesn't resolve. Why? It doesn't resolve because they're trying to resolve at the level two. See, when people are on level two, it's so painful. There's only one of three things you can do. Number one is move up to level one. That's our goal here. Number two, you exit out of the relationship. I can't take this anymore. You're not, you'll start creating your exit strategy where you do this and he does this and he does this and he does this. I can't take this no more. Or you drift down to level three. And level three is self first. That's where I take care of me and you take care of you. Simple. There's no connection. There's no intimacy. We share only what we need to share. You picking up the kids at 4? Okay, I'll be home at 7. And usually you can tell this because the couples go from level 2 where they're fighting all the time to level 3 with almost a calmness. But zero fulfillment for the relationship. And then we go outward. We go to our friends, we have affairs, we go to work, we go to our kids. We do all these different things to meet that need that we aren't meeting in the relationship. So wherever you are, there's one path. One path. And that is you must make your partner's needs your needs. You have to love them unconditionally. Now I'm going to hang you a little bit here, a little bit of a cliffhanger. And I'm going to leave you with this. Because the question I get immediately when I tell one person this is, what do I do if my partner doesn't return that to me? I know that question. I've been there. And I'm going to save the answer to next week. I want you to come back. I got some good stuff, amazing stuff lined up in the next few weeks for you. So join us back next week, and we'll continue this conversation about how to create that magical, passion, loving relationship, how to create more sexual energy, have more sex, more love, more vulnerability, more openness, and truly not settle for a relationship, but create the relationship that you deserve and desire. So until next time, this is Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Live free.